Hey guys, we thought we'd just get together and discuss some of the awesome upcoming EFC 77 fights, and I'm here with DeMart. DeMart, EFC 77, what are your thoughts?
Pretoria, what an event, eh? I think the main card fights are awesome. Ending off with the main event, you know, Martin van Staden he was unfortunate in his last fight. A lot of people thought that he won that fight. He just got out-wrestled by Dave Mazzani, and obviously now Dave Mazzani is not the champion anymore. Now we got an exciting main card fight and the main event fight. I mean, unbelievable. First fight, Justin Smith versus Gordon ROODMAN. What do you think?
It's going to be a good one. I think I'm definitely going with Smith on this one. Hey, I think he's young, he's up and coming, but he's got a huge amount of skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the only way that Gordon would really stand a chance, no disrespect to Gordon, I think he's a great fighter, is with one of those lucky overhand rights. Otherwise, I think he's going to get picked to pieces.
Yeah, Gordon, I think, has had a lot of luck with that right hand, you know. He's dropped a few top guys. I remember when he beat Kieran Skinner.
Yep.
That was a good revenge for him because I was there the day that he lost again. Kieran Skinner is an amateur. But I think Justin Smith, you know, I really like the kid. He's got a good style. Comes to finish, very aggressive. So I feel that he's going to put the pressure on Gordon, and I think it's that energy that he's bringing. He's obviously training also with the champion, that champion Dutcher that's obviously now gone to UFC. So I'm also picking Justin Smith just because he's younger, more dynamic, and I think he's got a better skill set than Gordon. I mean, I like Gordon as well. He's been in the game for a very long time, but I think Justin Smith's going to take this one.
100%. I think he's going to pick him apart, but let's see what happens. Okay, so fight number 2 on the main card is ILUNGA versus the Polish gentleman, as I like to call him. DeMart, how do you pronounce his name?
What he knows.
Oh wow, okay, I'm not going to try, but what are your thoughts?
I mean, ILUNGA, obviously I trained with the guy for a very long time. I know him for a very long time, even before he joined FFM. Very dynamic striker, very hard guy to take down. Has good submission defense. So I feel, I haven't seen that guy. I think I've watched one of his fights, very aggressive, comes forward, tries to go for a takedown. But ILUNGA is very hard to take down, and he's got really solid stand-up. So I feel that ILUNGA is going to be able to outstrike this guy. I mean, if you see ILUNGA in the gym, he's very aggressive. Sometimes in his fights, tends to be more tentative. So I feel that if ILUNGA puts the pressure forward, he can finish this guy. Otherwise, I'm sure ILUNGA is going to win by decision. So I don't feel this Polish guy overcoming ILUNGA in any way. I don't know if you've watched this guy as well, his fights. I've
watched 1 or 2 clips. Yeah. I think if the lane keeps it standing and he uses his reach advantage and he picks him apart with his punches and his kicks, I think he's got this one in the bag.
Yeah, I rate so. I think ILUNGA is going to destroy it. It's a very hard guy to beat. I think now he's got 6 or 7 fight winning streaks, so he's on the tear, and I think ILUNGA definitely will take this one.
Only concern is, when last did ILUNGA fight?
ILUNGA, I think, hasn't fought over a year.
I think the last person he fought, if I remember correctly, was Bar and Ninaber.
Yes, and he got
that amazing back spinning.
Yes,
kick.
I actually commentated for that fight in EFC. Amazing kick, and he did very well. And it's just been, I think the problem with him is obviously his teammate was a champion, and obviously he's fighting again for the champion. He's never been given that opportunity to fight, so just been unlucky, I guess. But now at least he's fighting as a welterweight. So this fight is not I think it's not a lightweight, it's a welterweight fight. Yeah. Okay. I think it gives him more opportunities now, obviously, because Martin is not is a lightweight, so it opens up for him more. So yeah, but I think ILUNGA at this time, you know, he's been doing very well, and let's hope that he wins again and maybe gets a title shot after maybe if not Luke Michael or then Temba and the Hosha fight. So it's a very open division now, the welterweight. Now the Drake is another champion.
Very exciting division, I agree. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Cool. Okay, on the next fight of the card we have Sean D versus ROSSOUW.
Yeah, Staden. Yeah.
Sean D, he's from Australia.
Yeah, from Australia.
Australia, mate.
Yeah, Staden was in a fighter 1 with Team Syed. Oh. So Staden, I mean, he didn't do very well in the fighter house, but he's a very good fighter. I mean, he was undefeated when he got to the house. He's been doing very well, but he's got a family. I think that's distracted him off MMA. I'm quite surprised to see him back on the card. It didn't do very. I think the problem with the guys in the fighter house was that they didn't have the time to like adapt. The weight cut got to them. A lot of the guys were dehydrated when they fought, and they got really tired. So we haven't really seen how skillful he is, and I don't know. Really, this fight, I'm not really sure how it's going to go. This ROSSOUW guy, I think he's fought EFC twice or 3 times?
I'm actually not 100% sure about it. This is a bit of an unknown fight for me personally. I don't know much of the guys. I had to flip a coin. I'll back the local boy.
Yeah, you'll go for ROSSOUW.
I'll go for ROSSOUW.
Yeah, I mean, Staden, because he was Team Syed.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just kidding. Staden, I don't know, he's a good fighter. I think he hasn't shown everything, so maybe he's going to come out and show. So this fight, I can't say much what's going to happen, so let's just wait and see. Alright guys, heavyweight time, big punches coming. You know, it was quite surprising that at the UFC, you know, we thought the heavyweight fights was just going to last one round, and all of them went like, oh, second round, eh?
Crazy.
Yeah, so it's been a really good fight with heavyweights, and this fight now, Vendara, the American dude.
Yeah, Jared.
Yeah, Jared Vendara against Ricky Michaud. I mean, Ricky Michaud has been in the UFC for so long. It's really cool to see now he's got the opportunity to fight for the title. You know, I like the guys. He's helping a lot of other guys as well in the sport. Sponsorships, got a really successful business going on. So, you know, I think this is an emotional one for me. Obviously, I would want Ricky Michaud to win. I think he deserves it if there's any goodness in the world. You know?
Welcome to the fight game.
Yeah, the fight game is very ruthless, and Vendara did very well in his last fight, eh?
He did. I mean, like, and I'm a huge fan of Ricky's. I mean, he's got amazing stand-up. He's very, very strong. He's explosive. But I'm gonna make a prediction on this one. I think Jared is gonna take him into the deep waters, unfortunately, and I think Ricky's gonna gas. That's my personal opinion.
You think what, round what?
I'm saying Jared finishes the fight end of round 3, early round 4.
Wow.
And I love Ricky Michaud's fighting style, and I back him for the fight. I like him to win, but I think Jared's gonna take it.
Yeah, Jared did very well. Even in the fight against Andrew Van Sale, it was EFC when I fought Syed.
Yeah.
He did very well. A lot of people thought that he won that fight. And I think now obviously he won his last fight and did very well. I mean, big ups to him, he's been doing well, but obviously, you know, for this one I want to back the local guy, you know.
Yeah.
Ricky Michaud, I hope you win, and all the best, my man.
Yeah, all the best, Ricky. And the main fight, Martin van Staden versus Joe the Silk Cummins, or Joe Silk Cummins?
Yeah, I don't know, it's Cummins.
Joe?
Anyway,
Joe.
Yeah, Joe Cummins, you know, he's actually, I mean, he's fought Temba. He's actually a nice guy, Temba mentioned, you know. You know, he has this persona of, you know, this arrogance, you know, with his Brits, but he's actually quite a nice guy, apparently. Martin, yes, have you seen the pictures that Anton Pacer took of Martin?
He's looking good, Nick, eh?
Yes, man, I haven't messed up like Martin, damn, man. The guy's, Martin was looking really, really good.
Yeah.
Even Joe Cummins, you know, when he took the picture in the performance studio, he's looking very good as well. Both guys are in incredible shape. I think, can Martin knock him out? That's the big question, because I think the biggest mistake that Martin made in his last fight was trying to get just a knockout against
Dave.
Yeah, Dave. I think Martin, if he picked Dave more apart, he was gonna beat him, because Dave all he did was run away, hold him down, and won the fight like that. But I think for this fight, if Martin lets his hands go more, doesn't look so much for that knockout, because Martin's very strong.
Yeah.
Physically, very good stand-up, very good on the ground. If you go to the ground with him, we see a lot of guys with Rich, they're doing a lot of that guillotine. And as soon as you engage, they go for the guillotine. And now if you turn, then they go for the wrist strike. So there's quite a few things that if Martin can do to Joe Cummins, he will definitely destroy Cummins. We've seen Joe Cummins, sometimes when he wants to stand with the guys, he shoots for the takedown, holds you down. Can he do that with Martin? I don't think so.
It's going to be an interesting fight. I mean, I think most guys that have, well, if you look at Temba's fight with Joe, he clinched.
Yeah.
And that was his approach throughout the fight.
Yeah.
So we haven't really seen a high-level striker strike with Joe.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to make this fight very, very entertaining for the fans.
Yeah. And he's a very slick striker, Joe Cummins, but, you know, I think with that type of striking and the power that Martin has, Martin is going to probably hurt this guy. So I think Joe Cummins is going to be very cautious, feel the power out in the first 1 or 2 rounds. Then going to the later rounds, maybe look to get the fight to the ground. But Martin's not a slop on the ground. Eh?
Yeah.
He's very dangerous.
Very well-rounded.
Yeah, very, very well-rounded. And this fight, you know, if Martin, I think, doesn't chase it so much with that knockout, picks the fight, moves around a lot more, on the ground is very comfortable. I think he can get a knockout. Just touch, when eventually the time comes, hits. Now also with his diet, he follows the keto diet with Rory. He's in incredible shape and he's very well conditioned, I'm sure. So I feel that if Martin just fights this fight slowly, doesn't rush too much for that takedown, I feel that he's gonna easily win this fight. But it is the fight game, and yeah, I hope Martin wins. You know, I'm really rooting for him and all the best for him. Yeah.
100%. I'm a massive Martin van Staden fan. I'd love for Martin to win, but don't hate me for this.
Yeah, you're going for Cummins.
I would love Martin to win, but I've watched Joe Cummins.
Yeah.
And my prediction for this fight is it's going to be a stand-up war. And if Martin doesn't trade with them, I think there's a chance that Martin might get clipped for the first time. Probably.
Really?
That's just throwing it out
Martin's
there.
got a chin, eh?
He's got a chin and he's a beast.
Yeah,
let's just see what happens. That's just my 2 cents.
All right, yeah, for sure. Yeah, Martin's got a really good chin, and I've never seen anybody drop him, to be honest. Yeah, but yeah, same here. So you're going Cummins.
I'm going Cummins.
You're gonna owe me
lunch,
eh?
Lunch?
After
Okay.
he wins.
That's fun.
Alright,
Let's
so
see.
this is for lunch. Awesome.
All the best.
Alright,
Let's see how it goes. Enjoy, guys.
Alright, enjoy EFC 77 Pretoria. We're gonna be there, we're gonna enjoy the fights, and hopefully see you guys there. Cheers.
Cheers.